guys, and welcome back to my channel. I wanted to give a little derm update since I had posted my Dermatillomania challenge fail, the Dermatillomania Diaries video. Initially, when I thought about doing an update to that video, I was really excited about it because I was doing really well. And I was going to share my tips to maintain being picking free. But then I kind of had like a 3-day hiatus where I kind of sank into a slump and had to like claw my way out of that. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about what's happened since I posted Dermatillomania Diaries. So basically, after that video, I did not pick for 13 days and I was doing really, really well. And what I did during that time was I set really firm rules for myself. I started to approach it like an addiction. And so my mentality was, I am powerless against my affliction. I have no control and I need to accept that I am powerless. So in any situation conducive to picking, I will pick. So what's conducive for picking for me is a mirror. So anytime I'm in front of a mirror, I will pick. And that's what I kept telling myself. I'm powerless against this affliction. So I made these very like firm, hard rules that I would only be in front of a mirror in the morning to get ready when Chris was home. And one of the main factors that helps to deter me from picking is having Chris home, because at any point, if I was to be picking in front of a mirror, he could walk in on me. And so that helps to deter me away from picking. Just the idea of someone else, especially him, being home. So I made it a firm rule that I would only be in front of the mirror in the morning, and that was it. And if I didn't get ready before he left, then I wouldn't get ready during the day at all. And during the day, I just stay completely away from mirrors, and that was working for me. And there was no exceptions to that. There was no mirrors at all. And I even have taken mirrors down. Like in this bathroom right here behind me, there's no mirror on the wall. And you may not have noticed that in my morning routine video because of the way the camera was situated in the bathroom. But yeah, there's no mirror on the wall. And that was working really well. And I was really excited to tell my therapist about my week and what was working well for me. But she kind of brought me back to reality really quick, because what I was doing was kind of extreme and it's not sustainable. And I know that now in hindsight, and I understand what she was saying, and she is correct in that. It's not sustainable. It's kind of like a band-aid, because you are basically trying to keep yourself from picking, but you need to work on figuring out what's causing you to want to pick in the first place. What's the anxiety-inducing stuff that's going on that is the problem? Like, what's the root of the problem? And in order to have something sustainable, I feel like I need to be more aware and work on and look in the mirror, literally and figuratively, to see what is actually going on deep within myself. And I came to some pretty heavy epiphanies, and I fell kind of deep into a bad spot for a few days. And what I figured out was that I really don't like myself, and I think that there's been a lot of factors that have made me lose myself and the understanding of like who I am and that self-love component. So that's what I need to work on. And even though I did fall into a little 3-day hiatus of a slump, I did end up going longer than I had gone in the video. It still was progress, and I really am gonna try to propel forward and keep working on what the root of the problem is for me. And I'm really trying to like put myself first and be selfish with what my needs are and make sure I'm doing lots of self-care, because I need to get myself back to feeling confident and feeling like I really like who I am and love who I am and know who I am. It's so funny because Avery knows exactly who he is, and that like pure innocence, and he is just so much of himself, and he's so organic, and I feel like kind of like over time people lose that because society kind of like pushes down their true selves, and especially with men, like, you know, we tell them not to feel and not to show feelings and be strong and all of this stuff, and there's all these expectations, and then there's all of the influence of media and everything else. And I just feel like over time, throughout our upbringing and our situation, our environment, and just society, we can really lose who we are. And then in different roles throughout life, the roles can kind of blur lines as far as like, am I, you know, Carolyn, am I a wife, am I a mother? And just like understanding like those are extensions of who you are, but like you still are Carolyn. Like I still am Carolyn, and I need to remember who I am, what I like, taking care of myself, making time for me, filling my own cup so that I can really like pour out of it. But yeah, so really seeing Avery and seeing how authentic he is and how true to himself he is and how aware he is and how he knows who he is, it's very inspiring to me, and that kid inspires me in so many different ways, and I just feel so lucky and blessed. Honestly, it's amazing how children can teach us things. But yeah, so I am also just like trying to like do things that I love, which thank you, Parker. Do things that I love to make me happy, to make me feel good and help me build confidence, and just like have a heightened awareness of who I am, what I like, what do I enjoy doing, and feeling good about life, feeling good about where I'm at, feeling good about myself, and being confident and feeling like I am worthy. I'm worthy of happiness. I'm deserving of happiness. And so I challenge you, take a deep metaphorical look in the mirror and try to think about, who are you? What do you like? What do you enjoy? How would you describe yourself? What makes you you? And if you're struggling with this, maybe really do some deep thinking. Not just ways to avoid picking, but what causes you to pick? What is the root of the issue? Where does all the anxiety come from? It's a big, deep, soul-searching thing. And if we don't do it, if we just keep avoiding it because we're afraid of what we're going to find, we'll never truly heal. So I can do all the extreme measures I want, but I'm still going to have the anxiety. I'm still going to have bad self-thoughts about myself, the lies that I tell myself. So rewriting that narrative, getting to the source, rewriting who we are, because no one gets to decide that but me. So that's what I'm doing. I'm forging my own like path in life and figuring out who I'm going to be and what I want to be known for and what characteristics I want to have, and also just like making sure like I'm going through life setting a good example for Avery, setting a good example for him for self-love, and, you know, exploring things and working on himself and loving himself, that he is perfect, absolutely perfect. And you know what I mean? I have to set that example too of like loving myself so that he understands like, you know, how important that is, how important self-love and confidence and everything else is, because we are the example for our children. So that's definitely the motivation to help get me there and help me to figure out all of these things that are playing into this whole predicament. So still learning, still growing, still on this crazy journey, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that this update was relevant and useful to you. Please comment below if you are on the struggle bus with me, or if you also deal with dermatillomania. I post new videos every Wednesday and Sunday at 7 a.m. I also have some very exciting news that me and Devin from Egan Family are going to be doing a scare-a-thon the week of Halloween. So we will be posting every single day. Make sure you hit those bell notifications so you never miss it. It's going to be so much fun. We're really going to be throwing out so much content for you guys. So we're looking forward to that. I hope you are too. And yeah, I'm really excited about everything. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to share my story and everything that I deal with in real life with you guys. If I can help or support anyone, just, you know, let me know. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, Carolyn Matthewson, 1T, just like the channel. thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.